Hey there friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Liz, my company is Hello From Liz Mathews, and I am excited to invite you into my little corner of the internet here today. It is Saturday, November 4th, and I am one day late coming to you, but better one day late than never, I'd say. I hope that you've had a really good week since my last video, that you are enjoying the weekend, that you had a good Halloween, and that November is off to a really lovely start for you. I've got quite an assortment of things to chat with you about today. I don't think I will take too much of your time, but I am looking forward to kind of like a little bit of a show and tell video, really. So let's just dive right into it. First off, oh, I'm so excited. I have to show you this quilt that I got back from Keystone Sisters. You guys know that back in February, I started the Starstruck 2 quilt along with my friend Liz, Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch, and I kind of, I did not keep up with it very well. I mean, there was no guidelines. When I say that we started a quilt along, that is quilt along in the very loosest term. Basically, we both wanted to start it. And not long into it, I kind of fizzled out because it was very labor intensive. I never know what the right phrase is. Labor intense for what I was looking for. So I kind of fizzled out on it a bit, but I did get it finished. I ended up reducing the overall size just a bit and got it to a good, like, beefy lap quilt size, I would say, and I shipped it off to the Keystone Sisters, who do all of my long arm quilting services, and I got this back yesterday and I can't wait to show it off to you. So can I show you please? I know we're starting with quilting and we're diving right on into it, but this was looking at me from my pile and I can't wait to show it to you. So this is the back. This is a French general fabric. The entire quilt is done in Vie Boheme fabric from French General. Let me show you the front. Okay. Oh, it's so big it doesn't even fit, but I absolutely love it. So this is an abridged version. It should be much bigger if I were following the pattern specifically, but I think like that's a nice size. That is still a nice size. So I was unsure what pattern to go with for the quilting, and Jen suggested a meander pattern for the long arm quilt pantograph, I believe it's called. And I think she chose really well, and I couldn't agree more. I am so looking forward to putting a binding on this and getting it out for the season. Like, I'm so happy with this. I think it looks so good, and a big thank you to Keystone Sisters for quilting this for me. If you have anything that needs long arm service, they are your go-to. Fantastic service, and I just love working with them. But yay, I'm so happy to have this. I'm not quite sure when I'll have this done. I am feeling like I might, but I'm afraid to admit, have a cold sneaking up on me. I'm feeling a little sniffly, a little foggy, a little snuffly, and I'm gonna fight it. I'm gonna pretend like that's not happening because I have a lot going on and there's no time for being sick. So I cannot wait to get this fully finished, and I will of course share it with you when I do get the binding on that. And oh, I'm so excited. I have been quilting that plaid quilt pattern that I showed you in my last video, and I'm making some progress. I hope to have it done ASAP because it is Christmas themed. Not only is it like Christmas fabric, but it just has an overall Christmas plaid wintry look. So hopefully that will be done soon. I also got some happy mail. I mean, when I say happy mail, I purchased it, but it arrived. Check it out. You guys have probably seen all of the Stitch Folk products that are all the rage all over Instagram, FlossTube, and within their cross stitch community. Barry does these really gorgeous, kind of like historical, kind of historically inspired prints that all say stuff about cross stitch, and everybody's been wearing the shirts. They're so fantastic. This is my first Stitch Folk shirt and I cannot wait to wear it. I love this birds of a feather, the bird, put a bird on it, everything's great with a bird. So I got that in the mail today and you'll probably see me sporting that in my very next floss tube video. Oh, I hate having this just like not folded neatly right next to me, but I will do that as soon as I hang up with you. It has been a very busy week. In my last video, I chatted with you about my best friend Annie's birthday. We did end up getting together to celebrate, and I gifted her the items I showed you in the last video. I do think that she loved them. I was really hoping she would love the book, and I think she did. It's such a good book. So I'm happy to spread my love of cross-stitch products to anybody I can, especially somebody I love as much as Annie. So she loved them, and I planned a little visit to our LNS on the day we got together to celebrate her birthday. And of course, I forgot to check to see if the LNS was open on a Sunday. It's not, so womp, womp, womp. Biggest birthday surprise bust ever. But luckily, right next door to my LNS, the Stitching Post, is a yarn shop, and among many crafts, Annie is also a very skilled knitter, so we popped in there. I think she got some things to cast on a cardigan, if I'm not mistaken. Like, the things that my friends are able to make with their hands. Cardigans. Did you see Liz's sweater? Like, Annie showed me mittens she has made. It blows my mind. So we went in there and she picked out some patterns, I believe. But yeah, if you ever try to plan a surprise birthday outing for your friend, be sure to double check that the stores are open. So I think I know it was okay. We still had a fabulous day together, but womp, womp, womp. While I was at the yarn store with Annie, of course, I didn't not get something. How could I not get anything? I picked up a skein. Well, I'm a little unprepared. I don't have the exact color of this yarn to tell you right now, but I will put it in the description box along with all of the information that I'm going to talk about in this video. I list things chronologically. You can find all of my contact information. I just really skipped over that entire section at the beginning, didn't I? Well, 7 minutes in, 8 minutes in. You can find all of my contact information as well as anything I chat about in this video listed below. I watch my videos chronologically, so you don't need to take any notes. You can find it all below, including this yarn color. I do know it is a Malabrigo. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. Ooh. It is, I'll put all the details below. I can't recall what it is, but I did cast on a new scarf. This is not a pattern. This is just the seed stitch that I am working for this scarf. Okay. I have to admit, I've kind of lost my steam. I've lost my passion for knitting in the past week. I think it's because it's still very stressful to me because I am not a natural at it. I'm still learning. Every stitch is just me hoping that I don't drop it or panic over what happens if I do. So it's kind of been on pause a little bit. This scarf is very easy because the seed stitch is one of your most basic stitches, I believe. So I've worked on it a couple nights in bed while watching Outlander or whatever show I've been watching, Virgin River. So I do like this and I do hope to continue with it, but I have put all of my knitting on the back burner a little bit just because there's so many crafts that I love doing, and this tends to take a little more energy and focus than maybe some other things I like cross stitch or journaling or quilting. So I will get back to it. It's still one of those things that I'm like, wow, how did I make that? So just press pause for a bit. I did also block my hat after my last video. I read your comments. I did not put it in the dryer. Thank you all so much. I knew that you would come through with thoughts and suggestions. I did not put it in the dryer. You all let me know that it would felt if I did. Specifically, or especially because this yarn is, I don't know, it's not wound. It's just kind of loose. But I didn't do it. Don't worry, I didn't do it. But I did block it. It grew a little bit, which is a little disappointing. And that might also have something to do with the wind being taken from my sails. Oh my gosh. Welcome to my foggy brain for the day. The wind being knocked out of my sails? I don't know. Like, this was my first finish and I feel like it's too big and it just slowed me down. All right, I always seem to put it on with the seam in the front. So essentially, this is what I would call a slouchy hat. I don't like slouchy hats. It's not as bad as I thought it would turn out. I still have not attached the puff because it took until today and trying it on to decide that it's really not too bad. It's not too slouchy. I am just being really nitpicky. But see what I did there? So I am planning on attaching this and I am planning on wearing this because I do really, really like it. I know what to adjust and what to change for the next time. So we'll see if there is a next time, but I like it. I like it. I just wish it were smaller. And that's all I'll say about that. So, in addition to the little bit of knitting and the quilting that I've been doing, I have also done a little bit of cross stitch. When I say a little bit of cross stitch, I mean little bit in the most true terms. Everything that I'm going to share with you, I did this morning, sitting on the couch for about an hour and a half because I was just missing stitching so badly. And this week has been crazy. I got together with my mom. I had some medical stuff. I celebrated Annie's birthday. I'm trying to tidy the house and just like, I feel like I blinked and the week got away from me. So this morning I was finally able to put some stitches in on two things. The first is my Prairie Schooler Santa for Mare. I gift Mare a Prairie Schooler Santa stitched every year for her birthday, which is 1 week before Christmas. And this is the Prairie Schooler Santa I am stitching for her this year. It is the 2003 Prairie Schooler Santa. You know what I love the most about this? It's the candy canes in its backpack and the like cross straight stitches that decorate this stocking. That is what I love the very most. So my progress is minuscule since the last time I showed you, but I will get there. Let me see. So really, probably exactly as it should look, considering this had 45 minutes of stitching on it. I'm starting to fill in his arms and his coat down there. So nice little fill in, but I need to make some progress on this for sure, considering it is November 4th, which I don't even know. And then this is the other thing that I just started and made quite a bit of progress on. This is prep for one of my Jingle Ball classes. I am teaching 2 Jingle Ball classes this year. If you're not familiar with Jingle Ball, you need to be. You need to sign up ASAP. It is a virtual event that is hosted in December, and there are 12 designers who have all gotten together to prepare classes and exclusive designs and new releases and so much goodness for you. I have a dedicated video for you about the Jingle Ball, which I will link in the description box below. But one of the classes I am doing, how much do I want to say about this? This is a model stitch for one of the classes I am teaching during the event. I need to have some models ready because I will be finishing the pieces along with everybody enrolled in the class, and that is what this is. It's essentially a class piece. So this is what I stitched. It's pretty much done. I just have to finish the star and put another one on this side. This is a class piece for the Festive mini wreath and banner kit. And that kit and class is still open. If you would like to enroll, head to the Jingle Ball website, go buy your ticket, your $10 admission ticket, and you can sign up for so many good classes, including this one. So I'm not going to chat about it too much because I did do that dedicated video, but it's there if you're interested and you want to learn more about this. Sign up for the Festive mini wreath and banner class. Also, please do me and all the Jingle Ball participants a favor. Double check your tickets and class enrollments. Make sure that you have used the same email address for both Jingle Ball general admission tickets and any classes that you want to be in. Everything is done for the Jingle Ball through your email address. And I think in haste, some people have incorrectly put their email addresses in or auto-filled it incorrectly. And if you can check that before the event, you will be good to go, smooth sailing for all of the festivities that happen December 1st through 3rd. But double check that. Go to your confirmation email, sign in, and make sure all of your classes are ticketed to the same email address so you can sign into all of them when the time comes. You don't want to be trying to get into a class and realize then that something is amiss. So, okay, that has been my stitching, excuse me. And oh my gosh, I just have 2 more things. This is going to be the shortest little video ever, but that's okay. We're all busy on the weekend. We all have stitching to get back to. I've started my Christmas shopping. I have put actually a really good dent in my Christmas shopping, which feels amazing. And one of the gifts I'm giving this year is this set of 3 Shore Mill Hill charts to Mare. Mare loves gnomes. She has made a lot of gnomes during the pandemic over the past couple years, just for different functions, different gifts, different things like that. And I found these adorable cross stitch patterns, and I picked 3 up for her that I will be gifting to her in her advent calendar this year. And because it's stitching related and we're friends, I thought I would share these with you too. I purchased these from 123 Stitch. They shipped very quickly, and they're quite affordable. And I think they're adorable. So let me show you them if I may. This is Pinecone Gnome. Ooh. So sweet. These all have kind of like a nature inspiration undertone, and they all use the same kind of muted tone color palette. Acorn Gnome. Little dude. And the last one is Evergreen Gnome. He's holding a bird, and I love that. So I picked those up, and I will gift those to Mare. Like I said, in her advent calendar, she'll have them scattered throughout December. I hope she likes them. She has cross-stitched in the past. It's been a while. They are on perforated paper, as I believe all Mill Hill kits are, so that's kind of new. It even includes... Okay, that's a lot of thread for a tiny little gnome. I am certain she will have extra. And then it also includes the beads, and a lot of those, and a needle. So I feel like you get a lot for what you purchased. I want to say this was around $8. It was very affordable. I love gifting craft items. You can probably tell that by now. I love gifting hobby, craft, all of those kind of things to friends and family, so I'm super excited to give those to her. I'm going to leave you with a fully finished object. Can you believe it? Any guesses? I finally framed up this piece I did from my French garden book. I will link it below. I finished this quite a while ago, and I decided to frame it in this geometric double-sided tinged glass frame. Now that I'm looking at it, I think I might want to go back and perfect a few things, like get these corner angles a little more in line with the frame angles, if that makes sense. Like, it just bothers me that this fabric angle isn't the exact same as that frame angle. So, you know, I was kind of going cautiously because these edges are all cut and frayed, and I wanted to be cautious and careful and go little by little, because you can keep taking away, but you certainly can't add fabric back. And I was not interested in restitching this. Once was enough. I loved every minute of it, but I want to do something different now. So I might go back and just kind of match those angles a little bit better. But this is pretty much done. I am going to hang it on the wall in my office. I love, love, love these double-sided glass frames. And I highly recommend them. I get them all on Amazon. Super easy. I think that the chain is a little bit long, so I might go in and edit that a little bit, but I do really like it, and I'm happy to have an FFO that I can hang on my wall. So finally, this beauty is done. So with that, I am going to let you carry on with your weekend. I hope that you have been well. I will have more stitching for you next week. I really, really hope. I have a lot of work to do this week, and it'll be exciting when I can share all of it with you. It is for the Jingle Ball. It is just for membership, for my newsletter, lots of things in the works, and I'm excited to see them come to fruition. So, okay, I'm gonna go fold this ASAP and try to rest up and get rid of this not cold that I don't have. Okay, until next time, bye.